Petra makes its way onto Google+. Google pulls a copycat move from Facebook. iPhone 5 pre-orders demolish previously set records. Kindle Fire HD is economical but pushy. And fake product reviews are on the rise. I'm Aaron Rayner with Petra Industries. We've searched high and low, and now we're bringing this week's 5 hottest news stories right here on Petra Channels. You heard it right. We now have our very own Google Plus page, bringing you even more unique content from Petra Industries. Now, Google Plus is just one more way to make it even easier for you to interact with us online, as well as pull up contact information if need be, and even read a little bit of our company history. Make sure to add us to your circles. To find us, just do a search for Petra Industries in the search bar at the top of your Google Plus screen. In a copycat move of Facebook's recent purchase of Instagram, Google has acquired the company behind a similar photo editing app known as Snapseed. Now, Google's senior vice president posted the news to his Google Plus account on Monday, writing that the company wants to help its users create photos they absolutely love. Now, this is undoubtedly an attempt by Google to keep up with Facebook's social prowess. While not as popular as Instagram, Snapseed's emphasis on photo editing has helped them create a following of their own. The iPhone app had about 9 million users as of June, roughly 1 year after its launch. Apple even named the iPad version of Snapseed App of the Year in 2011, although the title of most popular iPhone app went to Instagram. Now, since this time, the company behind Snapseed has been working to bring it to an even wider audience, even going so far as to launch the software for macOS and Windows earlier this year. Now, the company is also reportedly working on an Android app. Yay for me. But will this move be enough for Google to catch up with Facebook? I guess we'll have to wait and see. iPhone 5 pre-orders have reportedly smashed previous sales records, with more than 2 million of the new phones pre-ordered within 24 hours of initial release. Ooh. The company even claims to have already sold out of its initial supply, with some customers who pre-ordered now being forced to wait until October. Now, to give a bit of perspective, the first day of iPhone 4S pre-orders hit about 1 million in October 2011. That's right, half. The iPhone 5 is set to be released on September 21st in the US, Australia, Canada, France, Germany, Hong Kong, Singapore, and the UK. Now, just because you didn't pre-order doesn't mean you'll be cut out of the loop. Apple will have phones in stock for customers who line up at one of the 356 retail stores in the US starting at 8 a.m. on the 21st. Now, analysts expect customers to line up days in advance at the Apple stores just to be able to say they got it on release day. Wackaloons. Who has that kind of time? I don't know. It's weird.
And no, I'm not going to be there, okay? Kaylee, I know you're watching. Meanwhile, Apple's shares rose to a record 700 on Monday. Apple's marketing chief has also reported that the company's goal is to be offering the phone in 100 different countries by the end of the year. You better go get in line.
Now, as far as tablets go, the Kindle Fire is relatively cheap by comparison. And while the Kindle Fire HD is an obvious step up from its predecessor, claims that it's the best tablet at any price are being challenged. That doesn't make the new device bad, cautions the CNN writer. In fact, it's still a decent option for those who don't want to shell out the big bucks for an iPad. But if you want to know how they managed to make it so cheap, here's your answer. Ads. The Kindle Fire HD displays full-color ads on its lock screen. So every time you switch the device on, you see an ad for things like ebooks and movie downloads and other things from the Amazon store. Apparently, even third-party ads are liable to show up on your screen from time to time. Now, similar to the way the website functions, your new Kindle now makes suggestions for other purchases at every turn. Is this a deal breaker? The author of this article says no, but if you want a tablet experience at the same price without the ads, then we recommend the Google Nexus 7. That's the way to go. I mean, it's awesome sauce. And we like awesome sauce. It's yummy. Ever read a product review and wondered if it was genuine? If not, maybe you should have. TechCrunch reported this week that by 2014, some 10 to 15% of social media reviews and other forms of engagement will likely be fake, as in paid for by the companies being endorsed. An analyst reported that about 1 to 4% of social media interactions are paid for today, a number based on research on paid and automatically generated reviews and other interactions for different brands. It's not exactly a new concept, but considering that social media in theory is meant to rely on the goodwill of others, it makes fake reviews pretty sketchy. The concept of figuring out fake followers, especially for brands and celebrities, has even become a bit of a pastime, with sites popping up that automatically check following counts and sometimes reveal some pretty embarrassing numbers. It's even being predicted that sometime in the next 2 years, at least 2 major Fortune 500 companies will likely find themselves under an investigation by the FTC over fake ratings and reviews. In 2009, a precedent was actually set against these practices when the FTC said that positive reviews posted without a full disclosure of compensation, if there was any, can be prosecuted as false or deceptive advertising. And that's bad. On that note, it does appear that a different class of social media marketeers are emerging. Those who help with reputation management by making sure negative critiques are addressed and reviews are garnered in a more organic way. Hey, that's all for this week's 5 and 5. Be sure to check back with us next week for more hot industry news.